is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the Lineup Code of Fantasy Football. Fantasy Sports exists in the Quiet Card Network series of shows. You got myself, it's Imani right here. I got my boy Dr. Collectible on the other side. Doc, what up?
Doing well, man. Excited. Football. This is definitely a great way of how I collect. Is just through fantasy sports.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you can't catch a game, you can catch fantasy on your phone, and that's pretty much how I keep up with a lot of these guys that are coming up in the game of football. NFL. So I'm excited for this year. I'm a guru at this, man. I'm a guru.
Guru.
Been playing since 2016, 2015. Feel like, I know there's a lot of guys I've been playing longer than that, but I am very good at what I do. So
All right, so like I said, this is called the lineup code. Like I said, this is basically your fantasy football basic data points on everything. We're going to break down right now. Like I said, football season. We just had a Hall of Fame game yesterday, and right now, like I said, football season is coming up soon. Basically, what we're doing right now is the thing with football right now is that look, everybody's getting the draft boards together. Everybody's going to start drafting soon, this and this. So if you have any questions or anything, we're going to be live and everything. So if you have any questions, just drop it off in the comments in the chat and everything. We should get that soon. But right now, we are starting with the draft board right now. So basically, this is a segment that basically who is going to be the top quarterback, top running back, top receiver, top tight end. Okay. And we're just gonna talk at why. You know what I'm saying? Just basically kind of the all time conversations of who we draft first, who we draft, second, everything like that. So um I just want to say this right there. We can start with quarterbacks, if you
mhm.
want to. Definitely. So for me, I think this is what I'm thinking, right? This is what I'm thinking, especially my number one quarterback this year. You know, I'm leaning towards Lamar Jackson. Okay, I'm leaning towards Lamar Jackson. Look, he got a different coach this year. I believe the stop. I know. I feel like he's going to pass a lot more. He got his guy locked down. Okay, and Zay Flowers right there. And for me, I think with even with the whole change in how they even draft in the last 2 years, I've definitely been impressed by Baltimore and what they've been doing. But for me, my top and I don't really pick and it's crazy. I don't even pick Lamar Jackson because the running scares me. Although I get a lot of points with Lamar, the running scares me, and I know he's gonna throw that thing up. But this year, I feel like I got Lamar all the way. What are you thinking? Who's your number one?
Number one guy. I like Lamar. I like that name. I'm gonna
Okay.
have to go with, and it's not even me being very biased. Jalen Hurts. Um, he come with so much upside, and my draft board to let people know I'm building this draft board based on guys that you can really get in the draft that I think could be number one for you. You know what I'm saying? Like guys that you can get in the draft. Um, but Jalen Hurts will probably be my number one guy only because we know that you got the tush and push. He's definitely going to get the touchdowns off the legs. That's usually 6 points in fantasy, which is good. And also, I think he has a very supporting cast. Um, no more AJ Brown, obviously, but I
Mm.
think with the guys that we have coming in now, we able to sprinkle the ball around, do a lot more, and as well, you can't forget about Barkley, which is his safety net, able to throw it to him off the pass and catch. So I think a lot is rolling for him to head the right direction and actually to do better than what he did last year.
So what I'm looking at right now, his per game average last year was between 18.7 and 19.1 in total fantasy points. Last year was 299 to 305 right there. Depending on your scoring, Matt, and everything
Right.
there. Passing stats, 3150 yards, 21 passing touchdown, and eight interceptions right there. I definitely like that. Is it more of the dual threat aspect of it? He's gonna get his yards regardless.
It's the dual threat aspect, and it has to be the consistency on daily
Okay.
basis. Like, for example, you might have Josh Allen go for what 32, 35, and then all of a sudden next week it's like 10 points. I
Uh,
don't mind getting that 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points that I can get from a guy every single week.
consistent.
And yes, I'm all about consistency.
Okay.
So, and I'm not a Josh Allen guy. I'm gonna be honest. Josh Allen is not even on my list or on my radar. So,
Okay.
not to take none away from him.
All right. So my number two, like I said, we are doing the top. Everybody who joined in right now, we're definitely doing the top. We're on the draft board right now. So top five quarterbacks right now. We're gonna do. We're on number two right now, and so my number two is definitely going to surprise a lot of people, but I think a lot of people are not going after this guy. So I feel like I definitely have the upfront with this. Is Drake May? Okay, and here's the thing. Also, is like he has AJ Brown, but that's not really kind of what I'm looking at right now. Um, and we can get into the sleeper tight ends later, and I can definitely explain on that level. But I think the dual aspect of Drake May is very sneaky. Okay, like he's going to run, but he's still going to pass the ball. Also, he's not going to run. He's not going to be like Lamar Jackson running and everything. And I believe their draft in the last 2 years on protection is definitely started to ramp up with him. So he's going to be protected. So that's less sacks coming his way. Also, people just need kind of look into. But my number two is definitely going to be Drake May. And on top of it, and you talking about firepower, like I said, he has AJ Brown over there. He has a sleeper. I have a sleeper that's definitely going to be over there. We'll explain that later of why. Definitely. Shout out to Cardiac is definitely in here, and I definitely have a sleeper also in there. But what's your number two? Who you got up?
Jane Daniels.
That's okay.
Jane
Okay.
Daniels.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you already know once again, I like dual threat.
Right.
He did take a decrease last year just on performance, getting hurt, things of that nature. But we have a new weapon. We have a new weapon over there. And as we know, he's part of the controversy, but the guy just knows how to play football. And we're gonna talk about him later down the line.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, Jane Daniels, I think he has everything working for him. The supporting cast, he knows how to spread the ball around. I don't truly believe in the Commanders, but I believe in them in fantasy, if I can say that. Um, Real life, I'm not saying they're gonna do good. They're gonna be great. They're gonna be the number one offense. But for Jane Daniels and what he does, once again, you can look at the metrics, look at the numbers. He's pretty much consistent.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so you're pretty much knowing what you're gonna get out the guy, and I just like consistency. So Jane Daniels.
Okay. All right. So Jalen Daniels for you right there. That's a very good one. And in the sleeper segment, I'm definitely going to help you out on that. There's a super. I think they have a weapon over there. They just drafted. He probably going to be one of the best
Mm,
weapons that they're going to have over there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're just saying it. We're just saying it. So, my number three is, you know, and I didn't pick him last year, but I should have. Well, I think I was pretty good on my picking that last year, and I was definitely he was definitely kind of my. If nobody was going to pick him, I was definitely going to pick him up later on.
Right.
But I think Trevor Lawrence, man. It's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence. I think they're finally Jaguars are finally getting him weapons, and we're not talking about I don't know what um your boy gonna do over there, but I think
Hmm.
consistently wide receiver wise, I mean even Brian Thomas Jr. is over there right now. I don't Travis Hunter
Yeah.
playing both ways. It's not gonna be like I'm not really sure what he's really. I'm not really dependent on Travis. You know don't remember that's not my factor of picking him. Um, you're talking about quarterbacks definitely gonna get numbers getting numbers on consistently from my take is going to be Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence surprised a lot of people yesterday. Which shout out to Jerry because Jerry picked him on our fantasy last year. People were surprised on it. I wasn't surprised on it. I just had other people in front of Trevor, and if he was going to be available, I was going to get him because I definitely wasn't surprised. But I think you talk about breakout year this year. I think Trevor's going to put up a lot of numbers this year to the point of next year people are going to really start having that debate on number one, number two quarterback for next year. So I got Trevor Lawrence as my number third pick. Who you got?
Lamar Jackson. I don't want.
My number one. Okay.
I don't want to get into him too much. I don't usually draft this guy, but I feel
Um,
like, yeah, I usually do not
yeah.
draft this guy. And same with you. I don't. I can't. I can't get with him for some odd reason in
I'm with you.
fantasy. I
I'm
just
with you on
can't get
that.
with.
I'm
I
with you on that.
just can't get with this cat in
Yeah.
fantasy. But he seemed to work out for a lot of people, and I like him off the standpoint of you know what you're gonna get out of the guy. Once again,
Right.
I'm always about consistency. If he playing, if he's healthy, you know what you're gonna get. He took some dial back just like Jaden Daniels being hurt, but I expect him to be doing a lot better this year.
Right.
Um, yeah, I just expect it out of Lamar. Maybe this might be his year to get back into the
New coach.
conversations.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
New
man. We
coach. New offense.
I'm giving, and that's another point why I'm giving him a chance. I'm giving that a
Okay.
chance, like because going back to Jalen Hurts, I always had a different offensive coach, different coach every year. Almost he didn't play from college, well, even from high school. So I'm giving Lamar the benefit of the doubt to be a professional
All right.
and just get the job done, man. Stay healthy and get the job done.
I'm with you on that. All right. So number four. Number four for me is I think it's I this guy has never been on my board ever to even pick, right? Because I
Yeah.
understand the whole situation over there and everything. I've always wanted to pick him, but it was just a situation going. I was like, I'm just gonna stay away from him regardless. But this year, it's definitely on my radar for the first time ever for me when he's I've been playing fantasy is I Justin Herbert. You know what I'm saying? It's just that time. It's
Mm.
that time. And like I said, this is my fourth quarterback. Okay, it's just that time because the thing with Justin Herbert is, and new coaching staff. Number one, I believe in Harbaugh is going to especially get him right. Okay, I think we're done with all the crying and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying that he's been doing over the last couple of years and complaining and you know the maturity has to step in. This has to be the year because if not, I don't know what they're gonna do. You got Harbaugh over there; he's a quarterback whisperer. He makes quarterbacks good, um, and they're finally establishing. And they finally got a run. I feel like Amari and Hampton over there is definitely good. Um, definitely good over there.
Keenan back. Keenan Allen. He's
Keenan
back.
Allen is back over there, which
He's
that
back.
is very important, especially for that offense over there. So
Oh
I'm
man.
down. I'm down with Justin Herbert this year. I'm just like, and I've been thinking about long and hard too. But as my fourth quarterback, I got my eye on him. Maybe I would pick him up if nobody gets him late round. If I just need to kind of maybe get another quarterback if he's not, available. But Justin Herbert, I think it's just that time now.
Okay. I'm gonna go Baker Mayfield.
Ah,
Yeah. This guy
ah,
here. Mr. Turn It Up, Mr.
Yes.
Money Time, Mr. Pay Me.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously he lost Mike Evans, which
Yes.
I must say this, I like Mike Evans a lot, but also I just seen consistency without Mike Evans. You know,
Hmm.
they got two young cats over there right now. Um, which I think are two upcoming receivers. I mean, obviously they still got White and I forgot the other running back that they had over there. But I mean the tight end, Auden, like still kind of the same cast. You
You talking
just missing
about
Mike Evans.
Irving, running back?
Yes,
Irving,
yeah,
Bucky.
uh, yeah. Bucky Irving.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
White Irving. I just think with the same cast that they have, you missing Mike Evans. Everybody might have a chip on their shoulders now to be like, hey, we ain't got Mike, so let's do what we do. We finna turn up. So I think Baker is gonna make sure that. And also, I think that's like the best division. Not to take away from Atlanta.
I like that. Yeah.
I
No.
mean,
I mean, you can
not
take
they
you can
probably
take away.
best
Don't
team
worry.
in their division.
No,
Yeah, they
you can take
probably
away from Atlanta.
all right.
Yeah, you can. You
Yeah,
can do that.
bro, they just need a quarterback. They just need a freaking
I
quarterback
don't
to get it
want
done.
to. Just tank.
I don't, they just tank. Archie, I don't know, but
I don't want Archie either. We'll talk about that though.
yeah, but Baker.
So, let me just let me on my fifth one. So I'm on my fifth one now. My fifth, it was Baker Mayfield. Okay.
Okay.
Let me just add kind of more nuance to that. Also, you know, I believe in at a whole, Tampa is a Super Bowl contender this year. Let me just say that, right? They have a great offense. We talking about Abuka is on there, who was definitely slept on last year, but definitely not going to be slept on this year. So, definitely a weapon for him. Also, um, I like McMillan also over there, and we can't forget. I think Godwin's over there too. So Godwin, Chris
Mm-hmm.
Godwin's over
Down.
there. So weapons all, and then we have Otten over there also with the tight end situation. But even with the line and Baker understanding and Baker being Baker, he's going to sling it.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't sling it, he still has a running game also that's with Bucky Urban and Kenny Gainwell is also going to be over there too.
Oh yeah,
So
Gainwell. Yeah.
and Gainwell's over there. So Bucky, not Bucky, but Baker Mayfield for me is that's my fifth guy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So who you got? Who you got number five?
All right, Mr. Bling Bling himself,
Oh,
Jackson Dart. Yes.
oh no!
Yes. Yes. Let's go, y'all. Jackson Dart. This guy here. Healthy. Oh my god. Yo.
Yes,
Hey,
I'm glad
listen.
that's the first word. I'm glad that's the first word out your mouth. Yes, thank you, thank you.
Yo, healthy. He he's just like Hurts. He's like Daniels. He's like Lamar. I'm not saying he's putting up these numbers. I get it. But
Okay,
we seen him not have a supporting cast. I mean, half of the year he didn't have neighbors. Um, I mean, he lost another guy as well. I forgot the guy name. He was a Robertson Jr., which was a target magnet for him
yes,
last
yes,
year. But he just, I mean, the guy get like 10 receptions, 30 yards. It's crazy. I don't know how, but he did it. I think Jackson Dart is going to not only do it in the air, but he's going to get it off his legs. And I feel like if he's healthy, we should be able to see consistency. No, it is not going to look good in real football.
right.
The Giants aren't going to look good. But in fantasy, I think Dart out of everyone else, I don't even like Neighbors that much. I know he's a great talent.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
We're gonna get into that
That's a
too.
hot take.
I don't, I don't, I don't, I
Okay.
don't. Y'all gonna learn real early from me. I'm not high on these receivers, but yeah, Jackson Dart. That's my last guy. I just think out of all of them, besides Baker, I think Baker can run too, but he throws enough to be able to match up the points with these other guys that I said on the list. They can do it
Okay.
in the air and with their legs.
Also, let me add some fuel to your encouragement with Jackson Dart. Um, Isaiah Wright is Isaiah Likely is
Likely.
came over from Baltimore and he's at the Giants right now.
Oh,
Probably one of the best tight ends. That's a lot of people don't know and forget about
yeah.
that. You know what I'm
I didn't
saying? But
realize that.
we're just saying. But we'll wait to we'll explain that more in the tight ends situation. But yeah, he's over
Look,
there.
hold on. Does that
Yeah,
bump Andrews at this point? Does that really bump Andrews at this point? Because at this point, I mean, likely was the situation on, but I don't know. Lamar be, I don't know. Lamar like to do Lamar. So 1 week is
I don't think
Zay.
does it. Oh, you talking about Will Andrews?
Well,
I mean,
tight end likely. You know, yeah, because that does that boost up Andrews at this point.
I don't think Andrews needs any more boosted than it is. I mean, I think even when Likely is over there, you still pick Andrews. I mean, Andrews is of course going to be the number one guy. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Yeah, but like
I'm
I
just saying.
said, a lot of people forget that Isaiah Likely is is over there. I mean, it's a so, but
All right.
that's another hidden gem. All that, but like I said, we're still on draft war right now. Like I said, right now this is the segment we just going over top. You know what I'm saying? Like people you already know who's you're going to pick first 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? This and this. So everything we're talking about is not nuanced for y'all, but we finna get into the nuances soon. But real quick, I just want to say my running back situation. We're gonna go over top 5 running backs for this time right now. Let me just say that, right? Because any list can change at any time of the day, year, second, minute, don't matter. So for me, my number one running back this year is A Chain off in Miami. Okay. And the reason I say A Chain and over, I know Gibbs and Robinson and all this other stuff.
Right, right.
And we'll get to that. But but for me, I think they're just gonna run A Chain to death over there. They gonna if you I'm talking about this is points wise. They're gonna run him to, and he doesn't have much of a target like Robinson's going. Everybody know they're gonna run Robinson. Okay, they might put Robinson at quarterback. Okay, they might wildcat Robinson all year long. Okay,
I ain't gonna lie. I got a guy on my list. He done that a few times, so I wouldn't be
okay.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Robinson
Yeah,
actually do that in a game. Yeah.
yes. So I think A Chain is very. I mean, I don't think he gets to the point that he slept on, but everybody knows what he did last year. We just can't ignore what he did last year to the point that it's like, okay, for me, running back one, they have Malik not neighbors over there, but they got no quarterback. They kind of got everything else. They don't even have Jalen Waddle's gone too. You got to remember that he's not there anymore. Also in Miami, too,
Oh yeah, that is
he's
right.
not.
Where you
So
at again?
he's
Yeah,
in Denver.
okay.
Yeah, so he's a different right now. So you're talking about a sneaky. Like this might be a sneaky pick, but for me, number one is A Chain. He can look. We're talking about a guy that put up. Let me see. If I can find his stats for you right now. But you talking about a guy that put up. You talking about consistency? Consistently 20 points a game. I think he's gonna go even higher. I think he's gonna have. And then on top of that, you talking about giving touchdowns. What you didn't even throw it, no, they just run the ball in. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Von A Chain right there. Yeah, that's gonna be the number guy. That's gonna be the number one guy. Let's see. Last year he had 238 carries for 1350, 8 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.7 carry. So you're talking about 5.7 a carry. He's gonna average maybe we could say 8.6 a carry.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. So, who you got number one?
When healthy.
I know where you go with this.
You know it.
That's
I
the
gotta
magic
go there.
word.
I gotta go.
That's got the
Hey,
magic
listen,
word.
the white man know how to play football.
Mm-hmm.
Christian McCaffrey. I didn't
I
believe it
know.
last
I
year.
knew it. I didn't believe
I
it
didn't
either.
believe it. I
I didn't believe
drafted
it
him
either.
on some Wildcat. Look, Saquon was
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
Bijan was gone. Gibbs was gone. Who next? Who
I can.
is next?
I've been drafting McCaffrey, and every time I drafted him, you just get to the point where it's like you get tired of it.
You're tired of him, yeah.
Then I
But
don't draft
last
him.
year,
Oh,
oh Lord, the floodgates of heaven open for this man here. Now, look,
no,
I just want to add to the
yeah.
fuel of the fire a little bit. He got help now. Mike Evans, we're gonna talk about him too.
Mhm.
I just gonna put it out there. I think he's gonna have a lot of chances to get to the end zone. Um, it's Christian McCaffrey, man. I mean,
What are
you
you gonna
know.
say? So,
Yep.
nothing to say about that. He can do everything. Catch, run. I mean, he can do everything. My number two, I'm going back to the Falcons. Rise up. It's gonna be Bijan Robinson. Okay. Um, we had no quarterback. If they're gonna pick a quarterback, I believe it's gonna be Tua, right?
Mhm.
Because they Michael Penix's leg still hasn't came in from China yet, so he, so he's not gonna be ready. So I don't think he's not gonna be ready. But Bijan, like I said before, while I was talking about A Chain, is that you can put Bijan Wildcat. I believe they you'll be crazy enough not to put him at Wildcat. A lot of these plays, and like I said, and I think even with Chris McCaffrey, he hasn't played longer than Chris McCaffrey, but the catching and the running, just like Chris McCaffrey, is going to be top notch. Going in, moving with Atlanta. I mean, they had to move the ball, and I think Drake London for me kind of falls off a little bit because they don't really have nobody to put it in place. Now, like I said, if Tua comes out here and just whatever. But how long is it gonna last for?
Yeah,
Healthy. It's the
yeah.
word of the day, people today. But I got Beach on number two. Who you got?
All right. Once again, um, my guys are guys that you're going to be able to catch in the draft. Once again, these the guys that you want to get. So
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, until yes,
Oh.
until he
Okay.
decides to say
Okay.
I'm done,
Okay.
that's the king. That's the king.
Ooh.
Listen, he
Well,
ain't catching. He ain't catching no
no.
balls like Christian McCaffrey.
No.
He's not gonna be. When I need you to give me 150 and a
Uh.
touchdown,
Yeah.
that's all I. That's all I need.
Okay.
That's all I need. So that's my number two for you, Derek King,
Okay.
man.
Interesting. Number three, like I said, this is only top. Is like I said, this is draft board right now. It's just top running backs right now. Y'all gonna pick him up. That's who you need to be picking up right now. Of course, I'm going with Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? I think Gibbs can be a number one over there. But as points wise, listen, it don't matter. Gibbs, he gonna put up numbers. I think everybody kind of knows that. Um, I think the choice a whole lot better. Now drafting wise, they definitely they got a couple offensive tackles that they definitely drafted that definitely look good with that. But it don't even matter. Like I think Gibbs can definitely be a number one pick if you can't get him. But if you can, I think it's between like him and Bijan, but we'll talk about that later. But Gibbs, it's not really anything I can really say on that. It's just that go get him. But for me, that's my number three running back. Who you got?
Hey man, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's hey,
Oh
he's a
yeah,
good
that's
pick.
right. Yeah.
Sonic, they call him Sonic for a
Hmm.
reason. You feel
Yeah.
me? So I gotta give you that one. I like Gibbs. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the R&B singer, man. He be dancing on folks. Chris
Okay.
Brown. We're gonna go Chris Brown from the
Oh.
Bengals. I know.
Oh,
I
Chase
know.
Brown. Chase Brown. Chase Brown.
Oh, but Chase Brown. Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Chase Brown be dancing on him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like Chris
Okay.
Brown.
Hmm.
Let me rephrase that. So Chase, the thing I like about him is that no matter what quarterback he had last year,
Oh, there you go. Healthy.
he was healthy, he was consistent. You knew what you
Hmm.
was gonna get out of him. I don't care who was at center. I mean, from Browning to Flacco to Joe, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. it doesn't matter.
That's true.
So not too much I can say. I like the consistency from Chase Brown. He just be dancing on.
That's a
He
good
be
pick.
moving like Chris. You know what I'm saying? He be moving like Chris, man.
That's a good pick. So for number four for me, he's kind of new to the game, but the way I'm starting to really look at this team, I think they really starting to take it serious. Just as a team, as an organization, they started to take it serious, and I believe he got his feet. You know what I'm saying? He got his legs underneath him now. I think he's definitely going to have a breakout year this year. Uh, Genty, Ashton Genty over at Las Vegas Raiders. They got the number one pick, but for what I understand, maybe Kurt will start. If Kurt starts, Kurt's a really he loves running backs.
Hmm.
And once Genty kind of get his leg, I believe definitely can put up. And on top of that, even in the offseason, they had a lot of offensive tackles to come in with the team to make it look like okay, wait a minute, you starting Tom Brady starting to look like he know what he doing, right? So I got Genty as my number four. Who you got?
Mm, it's really toss up, but I think I'm gonna say this guy named next. Jonathan Taylor.
Ah,
Um,
my God,
when healthy, bro.
yeah,
When healthy, he's a beast. So the one thing I don't like about him is obviously the addition of Jones.
right,
Takes away a little bit from the rushing touchdowns, a little bit, but also he just recently got paid. So he's like
yes,
a toss up, but I feel like once again, this list is the best possible options that you can get in any pick of the draft.
right,
Any pick of the draft, I mean, besides Christian McCaffrey, but I feel like any pick of the draft, one through 10. If it's 10 guys, you can get Derrick Henry, you can get Chase Brown. I feel like you can possibly get Jonathan Taylor in there somewhere, and he's one of them guys that's just a triple threat. You know how to catch the ball, you know how to rush it. I think he's going to be a big part of their offense continuously. They paid the guy, just need the guy to be healthy.
okay. For me, my number five it was Jonathan Taylor. Right, just
Mm,
get a little nuances of what you were saying. Definitely agree. Everything he just got paid. He looks extremely healthy. Um, when he was in the game last year, I think it was a no brainer that the Colts looked like they was finna win it all.
yeah,
Next
yeah.
last year. Um, it's just like I said. I think any top five you can put Jonathan Taylor on, I think is a good, then maybe two to three candidate on just running backs you picking this year. I mean, he just puts up numbers. He can also catch it too. So no, it's not also get that twisted too. He can also catch it. He can do more than running. So number five for me is Jonathan Taylor. Who you got?
Saquon at number 5.
Interesting. Interesting.
I know. Saquon took a little dip last year. I think he was just dealing with injury, especially at the beginning of the year. I think it's another bounce back for him. Obviously, I like guys where it gets cold. Obviously, y'all know I got Derrick Henry on my list, Chase
Okay.
Brown. When it gets cold, them boys get busy. I think Saquon is one of them guys when it comes later in the year,
Yeah.
start to get cold. It's the guy you're gonna end up leaning on. So, yeah, Saquon.
Okay. All right. There's the top five running backs right there. So we're gonna get into the wide receivers right now. This is the fun right now. It's the fun list right now with the wide receivers. Let me just get it started. And like I said, our probably number one and number two are probably the same. Maybe I don't know, but it's a lot of same on different boards. But for me, my number two, it was between these two always. But I gotta go with Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? JJ McCarthy is not the answer. He's never been the answer. He never will be the answer. Um, they got a little Speedy Gonzalez over there, right? They got Kyle Murray over there, quarterbacking. And let me tell you something. I don't think I ever seen Justin Jefferson so happy in my life. He know that he going Cal Murray may not see over these tackles that he gonna throw it up.
Yeah, you gonna throw it up for
He gonna
sure.
throw it up. I don't think people understand, man. When I'm talking about Kyler Murray can throw that thing out there, he can throw that thing out there. He gonna run, he gonna find him and throw it. I got Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson is finna to go off this year. Finna go off. Who you got?
I'm gonna continue to reiterate this. My list is built off guys that you can get.
Yes.
That you can get. And I ain't gonna lie, I actually I like Justin Jefferson. I like Jamar Chase. I love him, but they ain't on my list. I'm just gonna put it out there early.
Okay.
Number one, AJ Brown. Drake
Okay.
May. Drake May and the AJ Brown is yo. AJ Brown
Okay.
got some. He got something to prove.
Just for the proof.
He got this chip on his shoulder. He's a diva.
He's not gonna
And
drop balls on purpose.
maybe. You know what? Maybe because you trying to sabotage Hurts and it looks ugly on your end.
Yes.
It looks ugly on your end when we throwing you the ball now when you want it.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I feel like there's gonna be some critical times where AJ is just gonna be the freaking man. Once again, I don't think he's necessarily gonna be number one, but I think he's a guy in the draft that you're gonna be able to catch that could be your number one guy.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, like I said, number two for me, of course, is I got to do Jamar Chase, man. Even like I don't believe in Joe Burrow, but like you said with Chase Brown, it doesn't matter who you put in center.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, Jamar Chase is going to get the numbers.
He's gonna
Put me
get
on
it.
the
He's gonna
center,
get it.
he gonna get the numbers. It doesn't matter what he gonna do. So it's not really everybody knows who this guy is, what he can do. So my number
Triple
two is
crown.
the Triple Crown. And like I said, you can either do one or two for my first one. So, but um, yeah, I got Jamar Chase. Who you got number two?
Devontae Adams. Mr. Adams, Mr. Turf Toe.
Ooh, okay.
Mr. Turf Toe.
Cartel
Um,
Adams. Okay.
I'm not high on Puka. For some
Oh,
reason, the guy can't play a whole season. Also, Devontae Adams sometimes can't play a whole season, but last year he showed what he could do with Puka, without Puka. I think he's a touchdown dependent guy. I don't expect this guy to be like 150 like Puka, but I do expect him to maybe have like 60 yards, 70 yards, and two
right.
touchdowns. I think he's good for that. And he's pretty consistent with it. He showed consistency last year. Obviously, y'all know I told y'all earlier, I'm not too
Mhm.
high on receivers. There's too much talent out there on the receiver board. So I think on the low end, you can get a Devontae.
Okay. All right. Number three for me, we're just gonna get excited for this guy right here, right? I've been waiting years and years and years to probably put him back on the fantasy. Tank Dell. He's
Mm.
not a sleeper. He's not
Tank Dell.
below 10. Tank Dale comes back healthy, stronger than ever. You talking about somebody got something to prove? Now
I
I
like
did not
him. I like him.
I not
I like
yes. Now everybody's forgetting what he has been doing. Tank Dale. Shout out to Tank Dale. When he first rookie year and before he really got hurt, he was all over the place. Right? He looks stronger. He looks faster than ever. He's finally healthy. He'll rest it up. Look, I think Tank Dale's definitely gonna make noise. I think Tank Dale's gonna come back in here, show you why. Okay, why who he is. Right? All that. So I got Tank Dale number three, man. I can't wait to see him on the field. Who you
I
got?
like it. I like it. I
Yes.
like it. I like Tank Dell. Even though you got them other two guys over there ahead of him, I think
Mm-hmm.
he's just a sleeper. I'm gonna go with Mike Evans, new scenery. I don't think we're gonna get the Keenan Allen effect on what happened in Chicago.
Mm.
Even though I like Keenan Allen, new scenery, it just didn't work. It did
No,
not. For 2 years, I think, or did do 1 year, maybe something like that.
it is
But
1 year.
Mike, yeah, it didn't
And
work. I
Caleb is
think
not good anyway. Also,
true, true.
yeah.
I heard terrible field to play on.
Ugh, it's not good. But he is a Madden killer, so whatever.
True, true.
So
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
Mike Evans, Kyle Shanahan, San Fran, obviously. Let's
To
see
see
how it
him in
works.
that offense is going to be insane. And on top of that, and on top of that, he's the only healthy receiver.
There,
Everybody
there
else
you go.
broke.
Oh, and I think he's gonna try to bounce back to have that 1,000 yard season again. He
Yeah.
was telling until he got hurt a little bit from the collarbone. I think he like
Hmm.
fractured the collarbone.
Right.
It's I think that he had collarbone up there. But when healthy.
Okay. Number 4 for me is Abuka. Right. Tampa Bay. He was by far the best wide receiver of Tampa Bay. He was definitely top 5 last year. I don't care what nobody says. And everybody tried to pick him up late. But Abuka, even on I will say this, even on Ohio State, he was one of the best in that whole wide receiver class that he was in. But I got Abuka over there. I think he's going to shine. I think he's going to put up numbers. I don't care about the second year stuff. I think he's on a great team. Sometimes you just got to be on a great team, got a great quarterback, great organization. Like I said, they brought in a lot of people to protect Baker Mayfield. That's going to give him, like I said, eyes on him now. Very surprised with what he does, but I think he's going to put up more numbers than he did last year. Who you got?
Not high on this cat, never been DJ Moore. Um,
Mm,
yep, that guy there, he has Josh Allen. I'm not saying DJ Moore is true number one, but this might be his best receiver since Diggs. This might be his best receiver since Diggs.
okay.
I definitely think he's just gonna be a touchdown magnet. I do think Josh Allen gonna spread that ball around, but DJ Moore is going to get that ball. We've seen a few of the times where the few miracle plays in Chicago. So I expect Josh Allen with a little bit of magic that he has. He's going to give it to DJ Moore, and I expect the numbers to kind of explode. Once again, not big on this guy. Might not even draft him, but I'm just saying out there to the public, to the people, this is the one guy you may need to look out for. Number 4.
All right, so for me, for number 5 is I'm gonna reiterate what you said. With AJ Brown.
All
Um,
right.
Number 5 because I definitely he's on a new team and better organization, I believe, than Philly. Better quarterback. Just want to spit that out there. And offensive wise, it's just more scheme. I believe he's going to. I'm gonna say a breakout year because he's not. I mean, he hasn't really put up yards in Philly because he just maybe he don't really get the ball, and he was kind of sabotaging, but it's allegedly. But I think on this team, everybody's kind of talking about making fun. I think he's going to have to prove. He's going to prove a lot, and I definitely believe that he's going to definitely put up numbers this year. Even if he doesn't get the yards, I think he's going to get the touchdowns and the receptions. If not,
Okay.
if not the yards, he can at least get like a 3 yard out catch, okay, like that. But AJ Brown definitely. Who you got on 5?
All right. I'm excited for this guy. New scenery once again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I listen. I can't tell you about the allegations, but Mr.
Oh,
Stephon Diggs,
oh,
man. All right,
okay,
so y'all gotta hear me out. I know y'all probably like y'all. You are bat crazy.
okay. Let's go.
What he did with what he did with Drake Maynard, New England last year showed a lot because after all he went through, he still went to the Super Bowl. I mean, he still played football at a high level. I
Mm-hmm.
think I can trust a guy that went through all what he went through last year and still was able to just play football, like be stuck on that. That's like Mamba mentality vibes. I like that. Let's not get
Okay,
into
Mama
that.
mentality vibe.
But let's not get into because I know you're finna get into Denver. All right. You
No,
talk
I
you
mean,
talked about listen, because I know you, bro.
I been
I know
doing.
you
I
finna
been
get
doing.
into Denver, bro.
This is not an NBA pod. This is not an NBA show. So you know what I'm saying. I ain't been do that. I got no problem with that. Shout out to Kobe.
so so
Mama.
So if I'm not mistaken, Diggs is in um was it Washington, right?
He's
No,
at Washington. He's at Washington now. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's at Washington now.
Scary Terry.
Oof.
Best believe it's about to get scared.
Oh.
It's about to get
Okay.
scared. I think Stephon Diggs is going to end up dominating himself to be number one.
Okay. Okay. All right. And last but not least, we're gonna hit these tight ends up right now. So
Good.
my list. I think. Listen, my number one tight end is Brock Bowers, man. He's the one of the best tight ends. I would just say that he's a Hall of Fame tight end. I don't care how long he's been there. That
Mhm.
guy can just flat out play. Okay, it is what it is. I don't have to say much. Brock Bowers. I don't care who's over there. Brock Bowers, number one tight end. He gonna be number one tight end for a long time. Okay, and towards the end of his career, we're gonna have a serious discussion on tight ends and how he plays the game. So, who you got?
I think I want to change this after you
Ooh,
just said
okay.
that, man. Because like,
Ah,
no, it's because the once again the guys on my list are just guys that you're gonna be able to get.
pick it up. Yeah.
I might as well start the left. Let's start with the guy from Arizona. Um, there's nobody better than him. I actually had Sam Laporta
Trey
number
McBride.
one. Yeah, Trey
Okay.
McBride.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Sam Laporta out in
Ooh.
general.
Okay.
He can be on this list if you want him to be, but I'm just gonna have to speak up Trey McBride because I made a trade for him last year at the beginning of the season. Before the season started, I traded Metcalf for McBride. The guy already had a good tight end. I can definitely
Fleecing.
say that. He had two tight. Oh man, but he needed a receiver, and I knew Metcalf was gonna be a decent guy. I mean, he was decent. Aaron Rodgers over there. He ain't had nobody else, but definitely McBride won me my championship last year in my money league. But if that I was gonna go Sam Laporta, but go ahead, speak
Okay.
your piece.
So number two for me is I like Tyler Warren. Okay. Tyler Warren, he was definitely a sleeper last year. Listen, when he was at Penn State, I watched a lot of college football, so this is where I'm kind of getting my stuff from. But when he was at Penn State, he was the best. He was the best tight end in the whole country. I don't care what it says. And I think he's just going to replicate what he did last year, even better. So that's and I don't believe that he's a sleeper, and I don't know why nobody's really talking about Tyler Warren more. But
Mhm.
I'm still thinking about like Indianapolis might be a little sneaky this year, but I got Tyler Warren as my number two guy. Who you got?
Tucker Craft. Tucker
Ah,
Craft.
it's my guy.
Green Bay. He
Yeah.
took a hit last year with an injury. I think they kind of like took him out for the season.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, Tucker Craft went healthy. He is a legitimate number one tight end at
Okay.
times. I mean, he rushed the ball, he received the ball. Jordan Love really loves throwing to him. So I like Tucker Craft.
Okay. My number three is now I'm not really keen on this organization, but Isaiah Likely. Um,
Hmm.
I think Isaiah Likely came from Baltimore. I think he learned from Andrews over there, but best player on the Giants, period, is Likely. Okay.
Okay.
And then on top of that, even if I feel like you can wait, because I don't think nobody's really gonna pick him up early enough when they probably get like around with tight ends at. So I believe you can gamble like a little bit waiting on him, but I would definitely put him at my number one tight end if he's available to get. But Isaiah Likely, I think he's gonna go off, and I think
Okay.
exactly what Jackson Dart needs over there. So Isaiah Likely, who you got?
I like Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson.
Ooh,
Without them other guys, I just don't trust the Cowboys receivers. I don't trust them. One of them is gonna
interesting.
get hurt. The other one gets hurt. Pickens had a great year last year, obviously,
Right.
but when when all the dust settles and Dak need a good target, he showed. And
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, it's another guy that's actually on my list. A little bit lower down, but Dak used to throw to this guy a lot. So I expect the same thing from Jake Ferguson as well. He had a good year last year. I expect another good year.
Okay. My next one up, which is my number four, is going to be just going off what you said about Trey McBride. I think the thing that gets me is he's going to give you last year. He's going to give you 10 receptions, 100 yards a game. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get
Hey,
the touchdown. So yeah, what's up?
shout out to Jacoby Brissett, man. His quarterback. Shout out to Jacoby. Shout
Is
out
that
to
the
Jacoby
quarterback?
Brissett. That was his quarterback.
Oh man,
Almost
this
all of
year?
last year.
Yeah, this year.
Well, listen. I don't know. See this, and this is where I'm kind of scared at because I don't want to take us off the topic too much, but I
Go
don't
ahead,
know.
go ahead.
I'm scared of the numbers of all them guys over there because of Beck. And if Beck get the plan over there, I don't know what's gonna happen over there. So I'm just throwing it
Beck,
out.
Beck's been a ball.
Hopefully, I hope. I mean, I like Carson Beck, man. I
Yeah,
like.
Beck's been a ball over there. I think the thing, and also for what I understand in chat, usually let me know about this, but he did not have a lot of. He had only 11 receiving touchdowns last year,
Mm-hmm.
but the targets is there 169 targets on. He received 126 for 1,239 yards. I mean, what are we talking about? That's what your tight end want to do.
That's what you
Okay.
want to do.
Yes, yes. Who you got?
Uh, Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry.
Ooh, sneaky.
Uh, dependable. Just dependable. You're gonna get a touchdown. Obviously, if I'm not mistaken, he's still with.
New England.
Yeah, so I expect Drake May to keep it there. Like he was happy with Hunter Henry. So
Yeah.
on the low end, Hunter.
Okay. For me, my last one. Yeah. So my last one that, especially with tight ends, this year. Who did I have? Oh, Sam Laporta.
Laporte. Yeah.
Just receptions. That's all you need. It's receptions, yards. That's what you need. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put it to him, especially goal line situations and stuff. Um, he had. Let's see. So last year, yeah. So with the he he was hurt part. I think first part or some or maybe not. Or is it but I think Sam Laporte, I think you can have a breakout year this year. Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who you got?
Travis Kelsey. I think
Oh, maybe last year.
last year, I think with him saying he want to come back is the fact that I don't think he felt like he played how he should have played leaving out. I think he wants to leave out
On top.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he wanted to leave out on top, and I don't
100%.
know. I don't know if that consists of like another Super Bowl or some of that nature, but I think he wants to
Oh.
leave out playing good. I think he
Yeah.
just wants the yeah, like I think he
What's
just
the
wants the
numbers?
consideration.
Yeah.
Yep,
I feel that. So shout
that's
out to
about it.
everybody. Yeah, so shout out to everybody that's listening right now. Like I said, this is draft board right now. Just kind of go over the obvious picks and everything. Shout out to Cardiac right here. He says when you firing up the league will be announced next week on everything that
Mhm.
we're doing. So just get ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Just get ready for that. We got 2 leagues going on next year. So um, just a shout out to everybody listening right now. But to move on, um, the sleeper code segment. So basically, what the sleeper code segment is basically about is this is going to be players that's kind of you should who's there, but who's not the main guys, but who's not really been talked about a lot, but is there. Okay, that talked about as much. Okay, I guess I would say. And so, like I said, we'll just pick just two running backs, two receivers, a quarterback, and a tight end. So,
All
um,
right.
yeah, let me lead the way with that one. I think a very a sleeper for me.
Who you
Uh,
running backs? Who you running backs, man? Or is that what you going with first? Your receivers or
yeah, so we're doing.
quarterbacks?
I'll make sure I write this down. It'd be two running backs, two receivers, and one quarterback. Yeah, it's one quarterback on there.
And a tight
Um,
end? Think you had. No, well, I don't know. Maybe they might be
and a
adding
tight
up.
end. Yeah, 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 and a tight end. With that. So, looking at looking at my running back situation with that with sleepers, nobody's really talking about. I think for me, a sleeper with running back. Let me see if I can look him up real quick. Is let's see. Is oh yeah Pollard off of Tennessee. I think it's gonna be
Pollard.
definitely yeah.
And who else?
It's gonna be definitely my sleeper right there. It's gonna be hold on, let me see, make sure I wrote this down. So Pollard's gonna be my sleeper. That's my one sleeper right there. And the oh yeah, I think Amari Hampton. I think people kind of look at what situation's going on at San Diego. I believe in Amari Hampton, but I just don't. They're not going to talk about him as much. Like you look at like the top running backs, and it's like he's kind of a little bit down the list. So who you got?
Okay. All right. So for my two sleepers, Kyron Williams and Travion Henderson.
Ooh, Kyron
Kyron
Williams is a good one.
Kyle Williams,
Wow.
obviously, he in a top-notch offense. He's always consistent. I know you got Blake Crum over there. Shout out to my boy
Mhm.
Blake. I think he has some other individuals over there, but he's one of the most consistent guys at the Rams. And Travion Henderson, he showed a glimpse of what he could do without Ramon. What's his name? Ramonda. The Stevenson cat.
Oh yeah, Ramon. Yeah, Ronald Stevenson, New England.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ramondre. Yeah, Ramondre
Ramondre
Stevenson.
Stevenson. Yeah.
He showed what he could do without him. Even though I think they love Stevenson in a way, it's crazy because anytime he came back, it's like Stevenson was just the number one, even though Travion Henderson looked like he was the number one. So they're my two sleepers: Kyron Williams, Travion Henderson.
Okay. For me, with wide receivers, Jordan Addison, Minnesota. I think he's finna go off over there, and Waddle over at Denver. Like I just
Okay.
feel like people are going to forget that Waddle's over at Denver because he's not being talked about. Like I said,
Okay.
you look on the list, and
Mm-hmm.
Waddle
Right.
is nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's for my wide receivers. What you got?
All right. So I got Michael Wilson. One of the sleepers was amazing behind Jacoby Brissett. Should do well with Kyler Murray, Michael Wilson. If you check the numbers, if you know, you know. Stephon Diggs, I'm just gonna add him on the list. I think he's gonna be a great piece for Jaden Daniels. I think he's gonna end up becoming number one.
That's pretty good. I like those too.
Yeah.
For
Oh, you know what? You know what? And I'm sorry.
go ahead.
For Michael Wilson, I think I may have made a mistake on
You got
that.
him on. Oh, with
There's that
he's on
that's
Arizona.
yeah. So he actually has. Brissett throwing to him
or
or
back.
Carson back or back.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I apologize about that. I said no. I think I said Kyler Murray.
Okay. I think so with quarterback for the one quarterback, I believe we might have the same quarterback on this. Okay. Let me just say my quarterback real quick. CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is not being talked about enough. I think he's coming in healthy. He still has made the playoffs every year since he played in the NFL. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? People keep downing and downing him. But a sleeper for me is CJ Stroud. And like I said, this is not like under the radar sleepers. These are just like people that just not really getting talked about that you can go like that. They can probably literally after a draft is done, literally probably be on the board. Just still be on that you could pick out like in week 4 or 5. CJ Stroud. So I think CJ Stroud definitely a sleeper for me.
Mm, people, I think that the guy that people are gonna look over, Kyler Murray, Minnesota.
Hmm.
He has everything you need. We already talked about it earlier with the weapons. You mentioned the guy Addison, because I think Addison is still over there, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, everything look like it might be working for him.
Okay. Um. For my tight end, I think I'm going with Noah Fant at New Orleans. I think he's gonna be definitely getting slept on and not talked about at all. I mean, I think the whole Saints is. I think anybody on the Saints is going to be quiet this year. Olave is going to be quiet. I guess they're gonna play Tyler over there in New Orleans. I think the whole New Orleans is going to be definitely slept on. But Noah Fant for me could definitely be a play over there if if it last round or something that you just kind of pick up late, just kind of a hey, I just need somebody to sub in for bye weeks and stuff. Yeah, that's a guy right there.
All right, and I'm gonna go with Hertz. One of Hertz's favorite targets, Dallas Goddard. Dallas Goddard.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
He is one of them guys that's going to just
Okay,
give you the numbers. Not every week, but he's consistent enough that I know that Jalen Hurts likes him early in the game. I mean,
right.
I've seen full drives down the field going straight to Dallas Goddard the whole time. So, and I'm not surprised why AJ Brown to be mad at that. So, yeah, I'm going with Dallas.
Okay, all right. So shout out to that. Like I said, this is the sleeper code right here. Basically, we're just going over all the sleepers and everything. And listen, any kind of suggestions, let's put it in the chat, man. We're trying to be engaging as we can in here. Shout out to shout out to Mike in here. Roll Tide. Sorry for football season right around the corner. Give me Hurst and Smitty best duo this year. Best duo this year. I think Doc can definitely second second that and everything. Mike always says, Gibbs. Gibbs number one running back over there. But yeah, like I said, if you're in the chat, if you're listening right now, right in the chat. Let me know. Let me know segment by segment. Let me know what y'all thinking about. But for definitely our next segment that we're gonna do is listen. These are the players to avoid. Okay, players to players to avoid. That you basically stay
Drop the
away from.
list. You want to drop the
Yeah,
list or
yeah. Not because, like I said, not because they're bad or they're overpriced. Just it's just too injury prone. Tough schedule. New offensive system. Losing touches. Kind of a rookie competition. With that.
who you guys? Who you guys?
All right.
We do
So
this. Mhm.
okay. So I think for me, and I hate to really put him on list, but it's George Kittle
Okay.
for me. I mean, he might be hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I just don't see him making it through the year. Um, How's Joe Burrow also? I would
Mm-hmm.
say Joe
Okay.
Burrow. He's definitely on my list on just kind of might be, avoiding this right here. Um, I said this before. I think everybody on the Saints, besides like Noah Faint, maybe. I'm avoiding because I want to get Olave, but I don't know how Tyler's going to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just New Orleans kind of got some years on them. I just want to avoid um basically the whole team. Um, who else? Cam Scatterboo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even looking that way with Cam Scatterboo. Um, with that, I in I think I believe James Cook also. I might be crazy on that over at Buffalo, but you have a new quarterback over there. You have a kind of a new offensive system over there. I think Josh Allen's going to definitely prove that he's like some guy that he's not over there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like the running game might dwindle down over there, and everybody Jackson Smith and Jigma, really anybody on Seattle. I think really be on Seattle. I'm not because it's a whole stigma on besides maybe the Chiefs. It's very hard to make the playoffs if you win the Super Bowl next year. You just have a drop off, a huge drop off. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my players to avoid moving
Mm.
forward. Like I said, if that list might change next week, it might increase next week. Oh, anybody and also anybody on Chicago too. I don't trust Caleb Williams. Loveland, I guess you could pick. I'm not picking nobody up. Luke
You
Burton the
see,
third. Nobody in Chicago I'm picking up. Nobody. The quarterback to the defense to the head coach. I'm not picking nobody over there. So
it's too cold over there. I don't trust Chicago.
lack of talent too. But who you got?
Red flags for me, Mahomes. I'm going straight off the jump.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! Let's jump out the window. Let's jump
Yeah.
out the window. Golly.
It looks good. It looks good in real life, but it don't look good in fantasy. I'm just saying
I
it
mean, that's
looks
true.
good in real life. He's the games that they was winning, they was barely winning. Don't get me wrong. The record did not look like anything that he put in fantasy. So I'm gonna put that out there. I don't trust CJ Stroud. Um, Even with everyone being healthy, Nico Collins, everyone, he still couldn't get it together the first couple weeks. I just got to see it again, but until I see it, I'm able to believe in it. Daniel Jones, he's on that list. I don't trust him until he plays a full season. Until he can play a full. I listen. Them
Okay.
first 5 6 weeks was amazing. They was
Yes.
amazing. But I just don't. I got to see it a full season. Terry McLaurin. I don't think I can trust him with Diggs being over there now.
I'm with
I
you on
think,
that.
yeah, I think Diggs too much of an alpha. Garrett Wilson. I don't trust no jet. I don't trust none, bro. I don't trust no jet. We don't do that.
Okay.
And this guy actually made my list, but he made my list for the draft board, but he's also like on my red flag. Jonathan Taylor, he got paid. I'm scared of guys that get paid
Mm,
a little bit too. I'm scared of that. I
okay.
History done told us a lot. A few players, they do what they do, but when they get paid, boy,
Right.
they chill out. So that's a half of a red flag, maybe a pink flag on him.
Okay. Right. All right. Whoa. A pink flag?
Yeah,
Pink
cause
flag
it's
crazy.
it's halfway in there. You know what I mean? It ain't
Okay.
always deep red. You
All
know.
right. All right, so shout out to that. Like I said, if any comments or anything, I'm saying put it in the chat. We'll definitely engage with y'all. But for the next segment we got coming up is look, it's the market report, right? So this basically what it talks about with this is we deal with trading cards and a hobby and stuff like this. So we're just gonna kind of put basically them two together on see what their market is looking like, and from now on, and basically till like the season over, let's just see who's on the up and up on the high end of this. Um, Let me just say real quick because it'll start off. Like I said, football season hasn't really started yet, but the Jackson Dart, man, the market report on him is absolutely insane. Just got back from the National in Chicago, so shout out to everybody watching the 100-hour stream. But Jackson Dart was the guy in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Him and Caleb Williams they was just gobbling up Caleb Williams and Jackson Dart. But Jackson Dart, definitely people was itching for Jackson Dart stuff. What you got?
I mean, I would say I was going for a lot of Eagles. I was looking for Hurts. It's
Ooh,
one of the cards that I did pick up at the National. Numbered out
okay.
of 75. Got Hurts. Panini. Not a Phoenix. Nothing too major, but decent card. Um One guy market that I think people should look into. I like Baker. I don't,
Ooh, okay.
I feel like there might be a up. There might just be an increase on his cards. I think he may has the best like projection, like open projection, like
Right,
Lamar Jackson. We know what Lamar Jackson is. Jaden Daniels. I think for the guys that always stuck with Baker and just
mhm,
collected him, I think them the guys is probably gonna win this year. So I think his market is actually gonna take a jump.
right.
And I don't know. I feel like you just can't say too much. Kyler Murray might be the other guy, depending on
I'm I'm
if
buying
he's
I'm
winning.
buying him heavy. I'm buying Calamari heavy right now. Heavy.
Um,
Right now. Let me interject.
what's
I would say Lamar
yeah,
Jackson also. I think Lamar Jackson's on the low end right now, and he always increases by playoffs anyway. But
right.
I think getting Lamar Jackson cards right now, and especially the way he's going to play this year, and the way that I believe he's going to end the year off, it's probably a good play right now. But the Kyler Murray play, I think that might be the play of the week right there.
Just a lot of open projection on window of opportunity for him to
Yes,
like 10x, 30x, 100x, 300x.
right.
Ain't no telling.
Okay,
So yeah, that's my whole market report on them two guys right there. I
all
think they're gonna
right.
make a nice jump.
So, like I said, shout out to everybody listening right now. Let us know what cards you got or where the market is for certain quarterbacks or wide receivers or anybody that you think that's going to do. But our next segment is late round lottery. Basically, um, you know, in the so about time the 10th round, 12th round come about, last pick is who you picking, who you seeing that you can definitely take an advantage on picking up and doing stuff like that. I'm gonna say this. You had mentioned him before that you can probably get late with this is Michael Wilson. I think with the Trey McBride over there, the Harrison Jr. over there, um, I think with him, I think you could definitely take a gamble on getting him by 10th, 12th, just to kind of build up your receiving core, and so nobody else really gets him. I'm big on that, just to kind of just to get guys the other guys just can't get. Okay, because you don't worry that if he has a crazy season, you could have picked him up 10, 12 round or last round With that, I think that's definitely a super good because as you keep talking about him, I'm going, yeah, that might be a late round good, saying good late round pick on that. Um, I would say this with my list. Jonathan Brooks, running back for Carolina, and
Mm.
I'm gonna just say this: Carolina is definitely gonna be slept on this year. They have been drafting really great last 2 years. They have players on that team like crazy. Okay, and like I said, I think with Bryce Young over there now, I think, and I'm gonna say this. Oh, well, Jonathan, I would say also Bryce Young. I think you could pick up Bryce Young late, last pick. I believe he's still gonna be there. If he is, I think you should just pick him up and just have him for any kind of bye weeks you have. Just like sub him in for another quarterback. Um, yeah, I think Bryce Young also. Um, and I would say okay. So my last one, I would say this because everybody, all the eyes gonna be on Sutton and Waddle. Nah, Waddle is gonna be over there. But
Yeah.
Pat Bryant over on Denver, Colorado. Pat
Ooh.
Bryant, I think it's the last. Because like I said, once those two is, I mean, you got to throw it to somebody, and so, but last season, um, it definitely looked like he was a definitely good fit over there. He had some last season, last minute runs over there to kind of caught my eye, and I definitely remember that. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to understand he was a rookie last year too. This is his second year this year.
Mm-hmm.
He was a rookie last year. So even with that, it's like yeah, I think Pat Bryant is definitely I think definitely that sleeper over there. Who you got?
All right, so for my late round lottery, got a few guys on this list. Debo Samuel, Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
Yeah, Debo Sam. That's gonna be a
Ty-
good guy.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah,
He hasn't signed yet, right?
right. Hasn't signed, so I expect him to be like a stash guy or somebody I
Ooh.
would stash.
Okay. Okay.
Keenan Allen, another guy that
Okay.
I will probably pick up
Yeah.
last. He's back home. You
Yeah.
got to give it. You got to give that connection a chance. Um, Zach Charbonnet, with Seattle. He should be coming back from injury. I think they got a rookie over there that I want to talk about a little bit tabby later. But I think
Charlie
Zach,
too.
a few other names: Alvin Kamara, James Conner, um, Ollie Gordon the second. This
Miami. Oklahoma State. Yeah.
This they just give if
Yeah.
they give him a chance, if they give him a chance, and it's all gonna depend on how Aiken does. Austin Eckler, Nick Chubb,
Okay.
and Emmanuel Wilson. They're my guys right there.
Okay.
They're my guys right there. Late round stash, keep them there. A lot of upside just off the simple fact on what they can do or what they
Yeah.
already have done.
Okay. So like I said, so right there, like I said, it's a late round lottery. Like I said, if you're in the chat right now, just like I said, just drop us something. Any question, anything, or you think we should do this and this, let us know. But next segment up right now is it's the draft duel, right?
Yeah,
Basically
yeah.
what we're doing right now, we're gonna move some players and stuff, and then I guess we'll just talk about it and everything. Just kind of go like we compare people who kind of will perform, um, perform better than the next guy
I got
and
some
vice.
interesting ones, bro. I ain't gonna
What you
cap.
got?
One of two of the guys that you brought up, but I feel when we go, what you
Yeah, you
feel?
go. What you got?
I'm gonna ask you this:
Hmm.
Who would you draft, Malik Neighbors or Zay Flowers?
Oh, I would say Zay Flowers on the point of better quarterback, better quarterback.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
better quarterback over there. Um, so my whole thing is so for me is Who would you get? Hold on, my list. You would you do? Yeah. So would you do T Higgins or Jordan Addison?
I don't like both of them.
Oh, I know you don't.
Higgins, but Higgins.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna go Higgins. Even though I feel
Okay.
like my mom would say Addison, but I'm just gonna go with the majority of most people would probably answer is T Higgins. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Um,
Um,
you
thinking.
got.
Uh, yeah, this one you really gonna hate. Joe Burrow or Caleb Williams. I literally.
It's, it's Joe Burrow. Caleb Williams. He can't play ball.
All right, I had
It
to
is what
ask you
it is.
though.
It is what it is. Yeah. With that, it's just that he can't. No, he can't. No, he can't play ball. Um. Okay. Are you going with Bryce Young, Kyler Murray?
All right. So I like Kyler Murray, Bryce Young. Uh, I'm very high on Murray, so
Okay.
Murray it is on that.
Okay.
Murray it is on that. So uh,
Um.
mhm.
Okay. So oh, keep flipping. Oh, I can just do this. Um.
Oh, you got another one? My bad. It was my turn, wasn't it?
You ready?
um, now go ahead. Go ahead.
Lamar
Uh,
Jackson, Josh Allen.
I don't like both of them. Josh
Dang.
Allen. Josh Allen.
Over Lamar.
Yeah, of Lamar. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's I like Lamar. It's just sometimes he can't play a complete season. Like last year kind of showed and Josh Allen was just like, yeah, I'm here. I'm playing every game. I'd rather take that any day. So all right, I got two rookies for you.
Yeah.
Two rookie running backs. Who would you rather draft right now in both of their situations? Jadarian Price, Seattle, Jeremiah Love, Arizona.
Jeremiah
Both
Love is the.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I know what you're getting at with this.
Both of them got
Uh,
both situations. Good
yeah, they
situations,
both
I
came
think.
from Notre Dame. Um,
St. Louis, shout out to Love. Yeah.
Jeremiah Love from St. Louis.
Yeah. You got to see his interview. Long story short, you got to see his interview with St. Brown. He did an interview with St. Brown. St. Brown got a podcast. He said the first thing he remember as a child was like him getting out the car and like some individuals coming up to his house to rob him as a kid.
Sound like East St.
So
Louis.
might be St. Louis, but he definitely was in St. Louis. He said St. Louis, but definitely sound like East St. Louis. But
Okay.
yeah, who you got? Price or Love?
Oh, I would do Love. Love is definitely the better running back than Price. Hands down. I mean, he was. I mean, Price couldn't. Love didn't have a problem losing spot. I guess I'll say because they were both on the same team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying in college, Notre Dame, all day. But I definitely doing Love with that.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to find my thing. So I would say this. Um, Puka Nakua, which I know you don't like him. CD Lamb.
I like both of them. Puka. I'm taking Puka. CD Lamb. I don't know. Got to stay healthy. Puka got to stay healthy too. Both of them cannot stay healthy. So yeah, obviously, I think I'm gonna go with Puka. He can give you 30 on any day. He can give you 30 in fantasy. So I'm gonna go with that. This is my last one.
What you got?
Diggs or Mike Evans?
Mike Evans. Mike Evans all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay.
Mike Evans all day. No, Diggs can't. Yeah, Diggs can't hold a candle on Mike Evans.
All right.
Yeah. So
Gosh.
like I said, yeah. So that's the draft duel right there. Like I say, every week, uh, we gonna say we'll come out with some more names and stuff. Just get help with your comparisons and stuff. Leave stuff in the comments too if you want us to compare anybody or any situation. So move along. So off the wall, basically a segment where it's not really sleep. It's really under sleeper, right? Um,
Yeah.
that people absolutely not talking about at all. That like at all. You know,
Yeah.
this ain't no like no sleeper. Like you could pick them up later. Like people gonna may leave these people off the board for the whole entire draft NFL draft season. So let me start off by saying this: Antonio Williams, wide receiver, Washington, rookie this year, came from Clemson. By far, for me, the best wide receiver in the draft. Yeah, uh, he was good. You talking about length, you talking about size wise, um, and he also has a route tree too. He's definitely now is will he start? No, I believe he is, but no, I think he's behind Scary. I believe. Let's see. Let's see. Washington. It should be behind. Oh no, he's behind McCaffrey. Oh, he's behind McCaffrey, so he might actually right, get to start sooner than
Mhm.
later. But yeah, Antonio Williams, we got.
Yeah. Well, I got a little list. So I mean, I got a few
Oh,
guys.
okay,
So
go. Oh, hold on. Let me get my list in. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Uh,
Might as well get them off.
Cardinal Tate,
Okay.
Ohio State. He went to Tennessee. That soup, like, remember his name. That's all I'm gonna say. Cardinal Tate. Remember his name. Um, Nicholas Stevenson, running back, right there. He right there is. He might be the best running back this year. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of check again, but he's definitely if he can ever get the nudge to start, I think it's no turning back for him. Doing that. Um, here's another. Amari Cooper. Right now, you talking about Jets wise? He does play on the Jets. He is a wide receiver on there. He came over from Indiana. Crazy enough, I think he's going to be. I think he's gonna make noise like Tank Dell rookie year. That's why. That's
Mhm.
why I see it at. Now he's on the Jets, and they got your boy on there, Geno Smith.
Mhm.
So it isn't like high praise this, but I definitely think he's gonna run up the board and make numbers because a lot of jet sweeps he can do also. You know what I'm saying? So and Ted Hurts also. Now the crazy thing about Ted Hurts, let me make sure I got this right. He should be on Tampa Bay. Ted Hurts should be. Let me see. Hold on, here we go. And so I think he should be the number two. Yeah, the number two, right after Ibuka.
Okay.
Okay. So, but just keep that name just in case. I don't know if you're gonna get any starts or not, but third down situations or second down situations, he could be in the game doing that. Um, we talked about the wide receivers over at the 49ers. Uh, the Zohan Sterling. I might completely butcher that. But wide receiver on 49ers who's not hurt. That's all I'm gonna say. Wide receiver on the 49ers who's not hurt. This kid can ball. Flat out ball. Flat out ball. Okay. That's my off the wall right there. What you got?
Okay, I got Parker Washington from the Jags.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Great pick.
He was
Yes.
nice. He was nice. He was nice. Jaden Higgins from
Texans?
nah
No.
Bengals. No, Texans. Yes,
Boom. Yes.
Jaden Higgins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, I'm curious to what's gonna happen over there along with Tank Dell and all them other guys. But yeah,
Interesting.
Higgins is yeah, he's a interesting guy. Juwan Jennings. Nobody's always talking about him, but we
Oh no,
already know
at
what he can
all.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean Cooper Cup. Yeah. Justin Fields is probably the most interesting individual on this list because if Mahomes go
Mm.
down
Oh,
and that squad, and they squad. That's all I'm gonna say. Joe Flacco. Nobody's not gonna talk about him, but obviously we all know if Burrow go down.
you're right there.
David Montgomery
Oh,
with
Texans.
and
Okay.
I know you got the other guy over there as well. I think I forgot they got another guy over there, but
Uh, oh, he was the he was born in Birmingham.
yes, you know
Yeah, I
who
know
I'm
you're talking
talking
about.
about.
Yeah,
I like him. Obviously, he
yeah.
came from the Bengals. So David Montgomery. And the
Oh,
last one
Mixon.
yeah, Mixon, Joe Mixon.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He
Mixon
ain't
over
helping him.
there.
I was
So
thinking
I'm
somebody
expecting him to
else.
come back and still be mixing. But
Yeah.
my Montgomery is Montgomery too.
Um,
Last but not
so
what's up?
speak about Texans real quick. I'm gonna add another name if you don't mind. Jalen Norwell, wide
No,
receiver.
Ryan
Norwell over
Seattle.
there. Since we're talking about Texans, it was just kind of popped in my head though. Yeah, that's a good one
Ain't
off the
bad.
wall. Yeah.
Last guy, I'm gonna go. So it all depends, and he actually showed what he can do without them two guys. If Chuba was it Chuba Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard.
Trouble. Oh, on Carolina.
If
Hubbard.
him
Okay.
and Jonathan Brooks don't get it together,
Who
Rico
you got?
Dow, Rico Dow,
Special teams expert. Yep.
Rico Dow.
Yep.
That man was on a rampage last year when two of them guys went was just like ghosts. So yeah, Rico is my last. I think his name might get called up before even the last pick, but yeah, that's definitely off the wall.
Really.
I just don't see nobody talking about them.
Shout out to Erica in here right now.
You're
Yeah, we be in here. You know what I'm saying?
you're
So yeah.
big Eagles. You know what I'm
No, she's not an Eagles fan anyway.
She's
Um.
not. Oh my god, just being up there in Philly, though. You know, it's like, I said, am I? Let me be quiet.
Yeah. But yeah, I think man, that's a good list right there. Yeah. But like I said, that is the off the wall segment right there. Um shout out to Erica.
So I'm
She's
all
in
right.
shout out to Erica's in the chat right now. Tell me we should all go to an Eagles game. I told you I'm not allowed in Philly, so um so shout out to Erica for that. But like I said, this is the off the wall segment. We're gonna be like I said, over the next couple of weeks, as the draft board is coming about, we're going to be on here. We're going to be picking and all this other stuff, this and this. We're definitely going to look out for this. Going to be a really important segment on the off the wall just to kind of get refreshing on like who got picked this year on, draft fees, this and this, like the real draft fees coming in. But I think this one is a sleeper. We're going to really, really hawk on that, especially when we start getting into the whole us drafting days like that. So yeah, but our next segment is basically hold the line.
Yep.
Okay. So the whole
Hold them.
yeah. So the hold the line segment is basically this is Doc's favorite thing to do is who gonna put in the cookie jar? You know what I'm saying? who are we going to put in the cookie jar just to hold? Like different situations can happen. Like you draft people just to hold them. Okay, just so they don't. Nobody else basically picks them up. Um,
Yeah.
with that. So if I was if I for me if I'm leading the way with this and I wanted to pick up a player that I go like, okay, who can I pick up that would what I can use, but I don't want people to really have them. Um, don't it's I think Jalen Waddle. I think just kind of for me it's just um if I see him in the sixth, seventh, in the eighth round, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, it's interesting. Let me just go get him. And the whole chat goes, oh, forgot about Jalen Waddle. That's what you need. That's what you actually need. Who you got?
DK Metcalf.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I only got about got good four guys on my list
Okay, that's
anyway.
cool.
But yeah, DK Metcalf, one of them guys. I'd rather him be on my bench than
Yeah.
him being used against me. Just being
Um.
honest.
Brian Thomas Jr. I think Brian Thomas Jr. just to kind of hold him. I don't think it's. I don't believe a lot of people's gonna go after him this year. I just don't believe it. He didn't really have a good year last year. I think. I mean, listen, I still believe in Brian Thomas Jr. It's just he hasn't. Yeah, for me, he hasn't really wrecked shop enough to me to go. I don't think so. But to Storm, I will not start him. But like I said, if I see him late, about seventh round, eighth round, yeah, I'm picking him up.
Why not? Ramondre Stevenson. This is one of them guys. I really hoping that the Trayvon Henderson like kind of like go off,
Hmm.
but for some reason last year they just couldn't let Stevenson go. Uh, Ramondre just was there. I
Yeah, was
don't
there.
know.
He balled out.
He he ain't, yeah. Now I don't know if I see him going anywhere either.
Ohio State also.
Mm.
Um, I'm gonna say this now. Now I'm gonna put him in a sleeper next time. I don't want to say his name yet.
All right.
But I'm looking at I would say Tank Dell. I think if I see
Mm-hmm.
him, you know what I'm saying. If I see him sliding down, pick him up and just hold him and just kind of see what he does first 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? First 3 to 4 weeks, just see and go. Okay, man, I can use him. But to put him in the cookie jar, let him store for later, be Tank Dell.
All right. I think I'm gonna go Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. Who? Aaron Jones. Who?
Minnesota.
Yep. He's
Okay,
consistent. Just always
he's
consistent.
never consistent.
Yeah, he get hurt every now and then. I get it, but if he plays, he's gonna give you that little amount of points that you need. And for some reason, I can believe in him when it gets cold.
Right.
The one of them guys I can think I can put in the flex later in the year.
This is. I think this is more like a sleeper, or this might be more of a off. No, it's more of a. I would say it's more off the wall. I'm about to say
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Bond from the Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
The good stats because I think you want to see what to do with the quarterback situation, and also you want to see like you want to get. I believe Isaiah Bond will be a receiver that I get because I can't do Jared Judy. You want to see where
Mm-hmm.
he's at first couple weeks, kind of hold him in the stash, put him in the back, and just see. And if he's ready to go, he's ready to go. Sit him out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last I'm gonna go with Jonathan Brooks. It's
Okay.
really a toss up. But I think in the long term, just to hold, I think Jonathan Brooks might be the best hold out of all of them. Even though I
Uh-huh.
spoke highly on Rico, I think Rico is gonna get the playing time. I think Chubb is gonna get the playing time. I think Jonathan's gonna be in that situation where it's gonna be in place if two of them guys was to get hurt. Obviously, I think he would be the next one up. So I think he's a long term hold in the season that could possibly make some damage in the playoffs.
Yes. Um, and I think for me also is it may be a long shot. If you see him last round, okay, you see him last round, right? I'm thinking maybe Mac Jones.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Purdy, I
Hmm.
guess, does stuff this and this, but I'm just saying if you're gonna pick somebody that you don't want to pick on an auto, you know what I'm saying? Pick
Hmm.
Mac Jones and just kind of look and see kind of what the temperature is over there because, like I said, a lot of our receivers get hurt, and they're next to that furnace or whatever they are, and
Hmm.
you just don't know. So I think like Mac Jones, I think maybe my last one. So yeah,
All
I think
right, bet.
yeah, I think that's good. We like I said, appreciate everybody chiming in real quick. Shout out to Erica. She says she's
Oh,
on the way to get some cheesesteaks right now.
okay.
So um
All right.
uh yeah, shout out to
Counting.
Mint. Shout out to Mint is in the house right now. Like I said, this is the lineup code right now. Fantasy football. Follow us on Instagram right now. Finna start really posting a lot of clips and just kind of conversation pieces right now. Um, so you follow us on Instagram on the lineup show. We'll definitely announce when we're doing the drafting show. We're gonna be just sitting here, kind of drafting, trying to show you like, okay, you can maybe get him in this round, discussing stuff like that. Also follow the podcast also on the lineup code. This will definitely be on there. Um, shout out to Mint. Oh yeah, shout out to Mint Authorization. Yeah, listen, we need another grading system. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Shout out to y'all. And like I said, but
All right.
other than that, yeah, like I said, other than that, like I said, check us out if you want to definitely listen to this again. It's gonna be in the podcast on tonight and everything. And then when the next episode comes, we'll definitely announce it. So appreciate everybody in here right now. Doc, you got anything to close out with?
Yeah, man. I guess we can wrap it up with the cold breaker.
Yes, yes.
Wrap it up with the
Um,
cold breaker.
what's your code breaker on this set? On this
Um. All right. So obviously, this is my lineup. This is one of the best lineups I feel like you can get in fantasy. If you was to like go like seventh or like late in them late rounds,
which is perfect.
obviously, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go quarterback Hurts, wide receivers Devontae, Diggs, my running backs, Derrick Henry, McCaffrey. If you can go high on McCaffrey, if some people be like, yo, I don't trust it. He might get hurt this year. All right, bet.
Right.
Let him fall to me. I'm gonna do flex, Kyron Williams. I think I've been in many drafts. I think you can get McCaffrey, Henry, and Kyron. Depending on where you're at in the draft. I'm gonna go Dallas Goddard as my tight end. I like the Hurts and Dallas Goddard combo.
Okay.
I like a little what they call that? Stacking. I like stacking
Oh
in
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, something that we should definitely get into
I'm
in
down with
future
that.
episodes.
I'm down with
Yeah, so
that.
I think I'm gonna stack with the Hurts and Dallas. I'm gonna go Brandon Aubrey kicker, and I'm gonna go Broncos
Ooh.
defense.
So I like that Brandon Aubrey kicker. I definitely like that. My quarterback, like I said, I'm going with Lamar Jackson this year. I think he's really gonna take off this year. My run back's gonna be I gotta go with Bijan Robinson, right? I'm at Bijan Robinson. Um and if I can get Genty in there also, because it's going to be either or. I'm not going to get A Chain, and I don't think I'm going to get that, but I think I should be able to get Genty and Robinson, depending on who I pick first. My wide receivers is going to be I'm getting Cardinal Tate. I think Cardinal Tate is going to ball out this year on the Titans. I think it's going to be you know, Justin Jefferson is going to be my other one. If I don't get Justin Jefferson, I'm definitely going after Abuka. It's either or for me right there. My flex is I would say if I can get Cooper Cup as a flex, I think I should be able to get Cooper Cup Should be able to get Cooper Cup in there as a flex. But if not, I like Brooks.
Hmm.
What we doing flex? Wide receiver, running back, tight end.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
All of 'em.
yeah,
And it can be anyone.
I like Brooks on
Aaron
that one.
Jones, Stevenson. It could be a DK Metcalf. I think a lot of them guys, if you drafting, they probably may end up in your flex.
Yeah.
You just saying like, yeah, a lot of them guys may end up in your flex. So
Um, I'm gonna say with my tight end, I'm actually gonna I'm actually gonna be like, what are you talking about? Who's this guy right here?
you got
Um, uh, what's his name? Hold on, let me get his name real quick because I just not thought about this as my tight end in situation because people are gonna be like, oh, wait, who is this guy? Yeah, why y'all picking me as tight end? Um, I like Hunter Henry. I think I'm going with Hunter Henry, but um, Eli Ronandon. He's a um, he's a rookie this year on New England. I might have him as my tight end. If he's there, I know he's gonna be there, but I might actually. I've been checking the news lately, and so I might actually have him as my tight end coming in. Kicker Brandon Salisbury, Dallas. I mean, I think he's going to be, what I'm saying, number one guy. This is interesting. We should have another. I gotta figure out another number two kicker. I gotta really figure that one out. And defense this year, I'm surprised a lot of people. Tampa Bay. I think
mhm.
Tampa Bay's defense is going to be elite coming in this year. So that's the code breaker right there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shout out to everybody who's listening right now, and
Shade
you know, yeah,
Child.
yeah, just following the show and everything like that. So, but like I said before, follow us on Instagram, and this episode of the conversation we had today is definitely going to be up on everywhere you listen to podcasts at Spotify, Apple, all that. So just catch up with that. Like I said, I think we're good. What you got anything? You got anything to close with?
Nah, man, definitely we're gonna have obviously y'all gonna find out. We're definitely gonna do two drafts. If I'm not mistaken, we're gonna run two leagues. I'm gonna run a league. Imani is gonna run a league. We're
Yes.
thinking, well, we'll let y'all know soon enough on what platforms that will be. But obviously, I'm thinking two different platforms from us. Um, and yes, if you want to join Money League or myself, we're definitely
Mm-hmm.
going to have the information on that. So that's something I'm
Yes.
gonna be excited about. But continue to join in with us. It's gonna be hard playing against people that actually listen to us, and we're playing against them. That's gonna be
Right.
rough because they gonna know my freaking strategies. So
Right.
yeah,
So, like I said, until next time, listen to the Quiet Call podcast next Wednesday. Doc is going to be on there, and we're going to explain everything, where what to do, who to download, what drafts to download. Also follow Instagram too. There's more information on there too, and what dates that we're going to that people can add themselves into the draft or into the league, and then we'll talk about the whole fantasy league drafting and everything. So, but like I said, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We get all that covered. And yes, cardiac. More information coming in. Okay, and so. But other than that, we are out of here. Until next time, like I said, we'll be drafting. We have the whole draft board up here next time. So, and yeah, follow us on Instagram. We out of here. Deuces.